What's up, allies? We are back to take a look at the latest from Trend's retro Stinky sticker line. I've made you wait long enough for this review. We're here. Let's get into it. All right, we're back, and let me just, before we get started here, I have to do a little bit of house cleaning, if you will. First of all, you're noticing I'm not in the alley. That's because we currently have a heat wave going on. The alley is in the back of my barber shop, which is what I do for my day job. And unfortunately, the air condition decided to die on me in the middle of this heat wave. So rather than record it there and sweat to death, I decided to go ahead and just do it here at the house. For those of you that watch 80s Alleys on a regular basis, you're probably going to recognize this as the backdrop when I do an After Dark segment and mix up a little adult beverage, but it's going to work for tonight. Here we are at my dining room table. Some of the house cleaning I want to do here first, as I'm flipping through these stickers, is last week Larry and I put out a discussion regarding the changes at Trend, and or specifically with these stickers, and that some weren't released, etc. We called them the Notorious 9. If you haven't seen it, by all means, please go back and watch that video. But in there, I just said that that I wasn't sure I understood why they took the peanut and made it a caramel scent, because it didn't make any sense to me. Somebody left a comment. I don't recall who it was right now. I apologize, and but their comment is on that video. By all means, go look at it. And they mentioned that they took it as being sort of the Cracker Jack type smell because there's peanuts in there with caramel. I had not thought of that at all. And when I read that, I'm thinking, I don't know how I missed that, but I did. Fire me, what can I say? Nevertheless, so I want to correct what I said earlier. I guess that did make sense. I just wasn't thinking about that particular thing, and because I wasn't, it didn't make any sense to me. Now it does, so let that be a correction to my previous statement. And we're talking about the retro Stinky stickers wave that just came out at the end of last month. It's taken me a while to get here. As you know, we've had a bit of an adventure with this particular wave, so let's get into it. First of all, if you order the whole set from Trend as it comes, it will come with the collector's sheet. We've got the pair on the sheet this time, and a space, of course, for all of the stickers in this particular wave. This does come folded. If you don't like it coming folded like this, you do have the ability to print this out for free on Trend's website. So Trend, good on you for giving us that option. As you can see, I've already put it in a protector. It didn't come this way, but that's how I choose to handle it. In the wave, we've got a whole bunch of stickers here, and as always, I've sort of divided them up into what I want to talk about. And as you know, if you've been watching these for some time, I tend to divide them up into things that I think they did a really good job with and things that I think that they improved on or whatever. This is the stack of the ones I think they improved on. So as you can imagine, this wave is really, really a good one. But before I get into all the great things that this wave is, there is one particular sticker that is not bad. I just don't know that it really qualifies as what it says that it is. And that is this one right here. This is the scent that is listed as Rose. And that, along with these two, are part of the set of stickers that was fairly early on in the experience of Trend's Scratch and Sniff stickers way, way back when. All three of these were released, I believe, in about 78, 79 originally, and ultimately were either dropped from the line or had their images drastically changed. These two, the Rose and the Gingerbread, went away, and Licorice got changed into a number of different stickers that had that scent. So I have to be honest, these were a surprise. I did not think we would get these three designs, but we did. And I am largely happy with these two. I think they did a great job on both the Gingerbread and the Licorice scent. Great stickers. Glad to have them in the line. As I said, I didn't think we were going to get them, and here they are, so I'm pretty happy about that. The problem is really this one. It is listed as Rose. This does not smell like rose. It does smell like a flower bouquet, but not rose. I don't have a problem with them changing the scent. I just think they should have changed it from rose to flower bouquet. That's just my personal opinion. Uh, I don't think it takes away from the fact that it's a good sticker and a great scent. It just doesn't, it's just not rose. And especially in a time now where we have the retro remix, I'm not really clear on why we called it rose if it wasn't going to be rose scented. I'm just not sure I understand that. Um, then we get into the stickers that I think um, that are really, really good, and they're very, very. They're either close to the original or actually a bit improved. That would be the toothpaste scent. Interesting of note with the toothpaste. Originally, if you tilt this just a little bit like that, when the stickers came, he was really straight up and kind of dancing. Now they've got him at a bit of an angle. So that's a change on the stickers, in addition to the fact that, of course, they have the star by the copyright symbol, so that you can easily tell the difference between the originals and a sheet of these. The hot fudge is great. Gotta love that. And of course, the apple. We've had apple scent before, and it's always been fantastic. It's the same here. Great apple scent. Then we get into the stack that I think is an improvement to one degree or another on the originals. Um, the walnut sticker, I have to tell you, in the original run, I was not a huge fan of this particular sticker as a kid. They've improved on it enough that I actually like it. So that's a reasonable thing to point out. I really think that that warrants mentioning. The tomato, this this is an enormous improvement on the original. Enormous improvement. This smells like you're walking right next to a tomato plant. I think it smells great. I think they did a wonderful job. I'm really, really pleased with this, and really that goes with all of the fruit scents that were released in this. The pear smells amazing. The plum is amazing. The peach. This is. I mean, you want to eat this sticker. It smells so good. It really is just fantastic. So this is really wonderful. Now we get into the ones where I'm just going to gush on these for a little bit. The first is space. I don't know how they managed to do this, but there is almost a metallic scent that has been added to this that it bears a resemblance to the original, but the addition of that metallic scent, given that it depicts a robot, great idea. Really, really great idea, and they did a wonderful job. The crab, when you had the crab stickers back in the 80s, they had this faintly oceanic scent. But when these were released in the line, relative to the ocean sticker that came out later that had the shark on it, um, there was really no need for two of them to smell like an ocean. Now, the shark sticker has come out a couple waves ago. This is here now. Instead of duplicating that, they actually went with the idea of a crab boil, and that is what it smells like. It smells like a crab boil. It's fantastic. I love a good seafood boil myself, and I was really, really excited about this when I smelled it. I had no idea they were going to go that direction. That was a really, really cool idea. And that leaves me with my favorite one in this particular wave, which is the new car scent. You know, I think we all know what the scent of new car really is. It's the outgassing from the plastic in the cars, and that's what we smell and we think of as a new car scent. It's the combination of new carpet and the plastic outgassing and all these sorts of things. And they sell things that supposedly smell like new car, and they have for years, and it's always some cleaning product type smell or whatever. With this new car scent, they managed to get that chemical smell. And while in most of these stickers, I would think that would be a bad thing, when it comes to the new car scent, it's perfect. It's exactly what a new car is supposed to smell like, and they achieved it. And I absolutely love that. I think they did a wonderful job with this wave, and it continues in my mind that love affair with these stickers, and I just think they did a fantastic job. And there they are, all of them all together. You'll notice I have them in these little plastic. protectors. That's the way I highly recommend keeping them. If you're looking for these, I'm going to put the name of the brand right down here on the screen. I get a lot of questions on these all the time. What you're looking for is the 6x4, not 4x6. And the reason I want to stress that as important is because if it's 4x6, they open along the top here. The 6x4 open along the side. You want the ones that open on the side because these sheets are just a skosh too wide. Just a little bit. And so if you have the ones that open on the side, they go in nice and easy and fit perfectly. Whereas if you have the ones that open on the top, it tries to bunch them a little bit, and I don't recommend that. So again, make sure you're getting the right ones. As I said, I put the name of the company at the bottom, and that is, of course, what you're looking for is the 6x4 design, and they'll fit perfectly. Obviously, if you went larger, like a 5x7, they fit well also. But that's what I don't know where that hair came from. I don't even have a dog. You'd think I'm in the barber shop. Let's get into final thoughts. All right, so final thoughts here. This has taken us to 101 out of 110 stickers released as part of the retro line. We know that they've now moved to a retro remix line. This has been done for a variety of reasons. Again, if you want to know what that's all about, by all means, go back and watch the Notorious 9 video, and I'll explain all about that sort of thing, and certainly give some clarity on what's happening there. So this may very well be the last of the retro stickers that we get. And if that's the case, I think the Trend has done a wonderful job, and truthfully, moving on to the remix isn't a bad idea. I think it gives Trend the opportunity to explore some options that they didn't have before, perhaps looking at redoing scents that maybe missed the mark a little bit, or perhaps going in a different direction. As I said in the video on the Notorious 9, I'm hopeful that there are designs that they never used originally that now they're going to pull out of the archive and give a shot to. Who knows? It could be a really cool idea. Another option, of course, would be exploring the die-cut stickers that were released later on in the Stinky sticker line. Maybe that's an option. Who knows what Trend has in mind? All we can do is guess at this point. But certainly, if this is the last of the retro stickers, I think they've done a fantastic job, and this particular wave is really, really good, and it's a strong recommend from me for sure. I have a suspicion that this is not the last that we're going to hear from Trend with regard to this retro stuff. I think the retro remix stuff is going to take over and be really, really amazing. I'm hopeful that this one will get the original gasoline scent. Trend, maybe in the remix. Possibility. Overall, this has been a wonderful experience. I can't wait to see what they do next and what they come out with, and you know that I'll be here with reviews when they do. So, allies, thanks for listening, thanks for watching, and until next time.